What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I really want to speak on the situation that is going on with Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s daughter, Yaya. For those of you who don't know, now y'all know I'm going to speak on this from a red pill perspective like I do with the majority of my content. But I did the video yesterday speaking on this situation that Yaya got herself into. And subsequently, NBA YoungBoy did an Instagram live where he was responding to Kodak Black, allegedly putting up a post about him, which I'm hearing was actually written by somebody else. And he took the in the situation, he basically was in this live stream live, right? He goes to his bedroom. He wakes up Yaya, who apparently is out now. And he proceeds to disrespect Floyd Mayweather, who I'm pretty sure probably got her out. Now, the way that he did it, because I had never heard him diss him before. So obviously, Floyd must have spoken to Yaya and told her, listen, you need to stop dealing with this person. You're messing up this, that, and the third. Young boy probably heard about it and felt some type of way. This is what happens when you have young people with no logic and common sense. Now, it's clear that she has made her choice, and I think that Floyd, I think he's becoming more resigned to the fact that Yaya's going to do whatever she wants to do. You can't save her. She don't want to be saved. Even if she's your daughter. You have to let people grow up and learn on their own eventually. There's a lot of women who are just like Yaya, who dated guys like NBA YoungBoy, and years later, they're in a situation where they're trying to tell their daughters not to date certain type of men when they were in that situation. That's how it works, man. That's how it works. You have to let girls like Yaya learn the hard way, okay? This situation is serious, but it could get even more serious if this other particular female who she did this thing to, situation gets worse and worse. Now, you got NBA YoungBoy, right? This is a guy who is in and out of trouble. This is a guy who trouble always finds him, no matter what he does. And this could be another situation of that, but I have to look at the participants in this incident and say, you know what? She should know better. She should not want to be in a situation where she has to get into it with other women over this guy. Okay? But a lot of these young girls, especially these millennial Gen Zers, they don't get that. They're here for the now. They want to date NBA YoungBoy because it's exciting, it's fun to them. The drama, this, that, and the third. But this situation could have went completely left. She could still be sitting behind bars. She still could be sitting behind bars because of the decision that she made, because she's mad because he's dealing with other women. Well, he's going to deal with other women. There's nothing you can do about it, even if he is calling you his wife. But what about a couple weeks from now, a couple months from now, when he doesn't really want to deal with you like that? No man that really cares about you is going to put you in a situation where you have to get into it with another woman. Now, again, that was your decision because you feel like he should just be with you and only you, but that's not going to happen. He's going to be with other women. You're just more of a priority than they are. But as I said in my other video, you don't have the same placement in his life as his baby mothers do. No matter if he calls you his wife or not. Obviously, you're all in on him. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if you get this dude a baby. Because it looks to me that she's turned on Floyd. That's why Floyd hasn't gone. And the thing is, Floyd is going through a lot. Say whatever you want about Floyd. Floyd is going through a lot. The passing of the baby mother of his sons. Then you have his uncle. Like, the dude is going through a lot, man. Then you got his daughter, who's wilding out, who won't listen to anybody, who thinks she knows everything. Her mother wants to be her friend. Her mother just don't care what happens as long as she's getting money, as long as she's living a lifestyle that she wants. And that's what we have. We got too many of these women who had kids at young ages who want to be friends with their daughters. You see your daughters messing up. Why aren't you really trying to get through to her? This ain't the way to go. But you're not doing that because, you're trying to be her friend. You don't want to get on her bad side because you don't have any friends. Even at your older age, you still have a young girl's mentality. I would really not like to be in Floyd's situation. He has the money, this, that, and third, but I wouldn't want to have to deal with a belligerent daughter who won't listen to me, who's getting into, incidents, who's dating a guy who's completely dysfunctional. Even though I like NBA Youngboy, I do listen to some of his music, here and there. But trouble finds this guy no matter what he does. Okay. And what's very interesting, when I saw the comments on, I was on the Shade Room's post, right? They reposted it. And I'm looking at all these women trying to clown him for how he speaks when they date guys just like NBA Youngboy. Most of these women out here are chasing men like NBA Youngboy. So let's not pretend like you somehow would never date an NBA Youngboy. You just never had the opportunity. If most of those women had the opportunity to date NBA Youngboy, they would. But they want to make it seem like they're so, mature and they would just never date anybody like that. That's a lie. Their baby's father is like that. Their ex-boyfriend is like that. Now, he may not walk around like he's some tough guy. He may not be a rapper, but a lot of these women are dating guys or have dated guys just like NBA Youngboy. Yes, they have. Don't believe them when they try to play that whole card of, I wouldn't date anybody like that. I want somebody that's mature and put together. Yeah, you want that when you're older. But when you're in your prime, you're doing exactly what Yaya's doing and some of these other women are doing. You're trying to get a baby by this guy. That's why he has all these girls willing to put hands on each other because they all want to be his number one, his main. Right now, I guess Yaya's his main, but how long is that going to last? He's had a couple of other girlfriends before. And I hope that she doesn't feel special because he's calling her his wife. Maybe that's why it seems to me that she's all in on him and has turned against her father because she feels like she's with somebody who she's always wanted to be with. And that's one of the worst things I feel about being a father to a young girl because you just never know where her mentality is. But Floyd probably did give her the opportunity to come back home with him or to go back with NBA Youngboy. She chose him because she's thinking about the now. She's not thinking about 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when he no longer wants anything to do with her. So she has to learn on her own. The best life experience that we can gain is through, I would say, trial and error. That's the best learning experience we can have. That's the best way that we could really figure out things in life. Because if anything in life doesn't humble you, it's the negative experiences that you have. Those things will humble you quicker than anything else. It will humble you. So you may think that you're grown now. You may think that you have everything figured out. But life has a way of teaching you lessons that you will never forget. And Yaya is going to learn lessons, if she's not learning it now, that she will never forget. Because the one thing that you don't want to do, is think that you grown and think that you know everything before you actually do. Because when all these bad things start happening and you don't understand why, no one's gonna be there to hold your hand. No one's gonna be there to tell you what you should or shouldn't do, because you didn't listen to them in the first place. So they're gonna say, you know what, that is not a battle worth fighting. You will find out what life is truly about. You will be humbled one way or the other. And when you are laying up with a dude who openly disrespects a guy who gave you everything, no one would know who you are. No one would care about you. No one would find you an ounce as attractive as you are now. And I'm speaking facts, people. If your father wasn't Floyd, that's one of the only reasons why NBA YoungBoy is with you, because he wants to be able to say that he's dating Floyd Mayweather's daughter. That is why he's with you. And I think she knows this. That is why she has extreme low self-esteem. This is why she's getting into it with other women. Because she feels like she has somebody that gives her self-esteem every single day, and she is not going to give it up for nobody. Well, good luck with that, because you're not going to be able to fight every female that NBA YoungBoy is around. You're just not. Because now you've been to jail. Now you're dealing with the justice system. And you're going to find out that every time you throw a tantrum and want to get into it with people, there's consequences. See, you've never known consequences because you've been sheltered by money and celebrity most of your life. But what happens when Floyd stops caring? What happens when he doesn't bail you out of another situation? What are you going to do? And that's the thing a lot of these young people don't understand, is there are consequences to actions. There's nothing wrong with having fun and living life, but you can't be putting your hands on people and doing what she did to that other female and think that there won't be consequences to those actions, because there is. And she found out the hard way.